What exactly is this place? Do the plants mentioned in Helix Bio Inc.'s papers come from here? So many larvae. The Astral Hive's presence on planet Noah is on a scale I never believed possible.
We have located all the cryogenic pods. However, our analysis shows that the power module and data transmission share the same set of cables.
I can't just disconnect the server like you said, and still keep the cryogenic pod running.
The Omnium reactor is likely supplying energy to the cryogenic pods as well. If we shut down the reactor, the cryogenic pods will stop working too.
Vagus has kidnapped 1.2 million Kailians, and we still haven't found a way to rescue them.
This journey isn't over yet. I won't give up. Looks like the Xenoids are guarding the larva. We'd better steer clear. Could the Omnium reactor really be in here? Let's take a look. It feels like it's getting hotter the deeper we go. This is the laboratory. So, the...
Batch 379 incubation statistics.
Who are you? Helix bioscientist?
253 energy leech mechs, 79 Batesian mechs, 17 hatching failures.
What exactly are you after with these Xenoids?
10 pseudo-Drake mech S3 tests, 20 genetic test subjects.
He seems to be completely ignoring me. His body has marks too. So, he's a biosynthetic as well. Then where did the scientists go? Lana mentioned that the servant is the only one who voluntarily uploaded himself. So this is his consciousness upload record. But it didn't show his name. (38.5°C). No wonder it's so hot in here. Bagus seems to have built an assembly line to incubate these mechlings. But what's this for? How does it relate to Origin Resonance? Is this the Omnium reactor? What happened to it? Where does this lead? We shut it.
Number 23! Come in and help.
Whose voice is that? Sounds like it's coming from inside. So, number 23 refers to this scientist. If we follow him, we should be able to find the person who was speaking.
Number 23, clear the lab bench and get ready to... Who are you? Who allowed you into my lab? Get out! Now!
You're not a biosynthetic?
Of course I'm a biosynthetic. Are you human?
Of course I am.
Humans shouldn't be here. Unless... the immigration registration hub somehow bungled it. I swear, those general models are too simple. They should be given more parameters and computational power.
Parameters, computational power? So, you're a servant too? And looking at your workbench, you're the one helping Bagus modify and breed the mechlings here.
So you came seeking evolution on your own. I'm sorry for being rude. The process can be a bit painful. If you'd prefer a painless evolution, I can give you an anesthetic first.
Evolution? Are you saying we abandon our physical bodies and upload our consciousness into a biosynthetic like you?
Don't worry. You won't have to go through the same pain I did.
What pain did you go through?
The research on evolution needs me. So Miss Bagus selected 215 scientists, meticulously dismantled their consciousness parameters, all of which were used to reinforce my individual consciousness.
Miss Bagus?
As long as you are still human, I can refer to us this way. Bagus is just one of the code names we use. Once you join the Servant, you can also be Bagus. At that time, individuals who join the Servant will share all memories and thoughts, equal and indistinguishable. Every person will be simultaneously themselves and one another. In this world, no words can define us except Servant. Of course, names and genders mean nothing. Well, once I join the Servant, the communication won't be so complicated.
So, you aren't Bagus or the Servant?
Are you laughing at me? Of course, I want to join them, but now's not the time. The last puzzle piece of evolution. It's my responsibility to find it. I have to find it. It is to find it that I was willing to continue my pitiful existence as an individual. Working alone in this laboratory, it's unbearably lonely here. I can't bear to stay another second. This body constantly reminds me of the tragedy of being an individual. My evolution is still incomplete, yet it is only through individuality that I can fully exercise my research abilities. Those 215 consciousnesses are gone. I can't feel them. So I'm still alone. No one understands me or cares. Only by joining the Servant can I escape this solitude and no longer be by myself.
Not a single normal person among the Servant. So, what's the last puzzle piece you mentioned?
Why so many questions? Once you join the Servant, you'll know.
Tell me, now. What's it matter?
The perfect authorizer.
The final puzzle piece is the perfect authorizer?
That's right. To initiate a perfect origin resonance, not only do we need a dimensional quantum supercomputer, but also an omnium reactor that has been fully charged. We also need a starter whose cybernetic link compatibility is 100%. This person is the perfect authorizer. After decades of effort, the omnium reactor is finally complete, thanks to Kailo's shipments. The previous energy shortage can now be easily replenished by energy leech mix. Last year, we cracked the tech for the dimensional quantum supercomputer, and thought this was the last step. But during the modification, we realized that the old perfect authorizer was useless.
You created a perfect authorizer?
9 years ago, I genetically modified thousands of human embryos using astral hive genes, ultimately selecting one perfect embryo. I then sent that embryo to a couple who couldn't conceive.
You exploited them. I doubt they had any idea about the experiments you performed on this embryo.
I shouldn't have told them. Back then, I didn't truly understand why humans needed to evolve. I foolishly thought they, my colleagues then, would understand me. After Julia went into labor, I couldn't help but spoil the surprise. But all they cared about was the baby's health. To obtain that perfect child, I had no choice but to imprison them. The day of childbirth arrived, and I thought they could forgive me, but Julia took the chance to escape while I was cutting the umbilical cord and stabbed me in the throat with the scissors. This is the ugly display of humans when stripped of their reason. If we had shared minds back then, the Hans couple would have fully understood me and grasped what that means for evolution.
Julia Hans, the embryo you modified. Was it Carrot? No wonder Granny Lola had those navigation charts, and Rafa was so eager to find Carrot.
Who would remember a test subject's name? The first lesson I learned in experimentation, no naming of the lab rats. Humans' inherent emotional disadvantage only hinders the progress of science. In short, she is a perfect authorizer. Created by me. But only when we modified the supercomputers did we realize how complex the cybernetic link is. While human genes are undoubtedly important, the unique individual consciousness is what truly matters. An 8-year-old child with a still developing mind simply cannot be a perfect authorizer.
I finally get it. This journey that was set up for me. It turns out it's because you froze too many Kylians and merged their consciousness. So you've searched the entirety of Kailo and still can't find a single person to be your perfect authorizer. After all that, you still can't initiate a perfect origin resonance. So Bacchus never wanted to kill me all along. Instead, he was keen on using Shirley's aberration perception abilities, guiding me here just to convince me to join you. Bacchus, you need me. I'm the only known living perfect authorizer. He once had the chance to obtain another perfect authorizer's individual consciousness, but he tragically threw that opportunity away himself.
Why are you still angry? You should understand by now. This journey is an invitation to evolution. I invite you to join me in rewriting the future of humanity. You will be a pioneer of evolution, a hero of history.
Cut the crap. You've been playing games for so long. You still can't bring yourself to face me?
Your temper seems to be getting worse. Or do you miss me so much that it's driving you mad? I've been waiting here for you for ages. Come on already.
Bagus, is this evolution of yours just turning into the monster?
Human's frail shell forges your narrow, short-sighted gaze. Finally, it's just the two of us. This is the end of the journey. Are you satisfied with the future I presented to you? You must understand why I need you now.
The servant chose you as his successor at the moment of his death. You were brainwashed by the servantism and spent decades helping him complete the preparations to welcome the Master. In the end, you discover that even though you've killed so many, you still can't find a perfect authorizer whose cybernetic link compatibility matches yours 100%. Don't you think that's a bit ironic?
I didn't kill anyone. I merely invited them to join the journey of evolution. Back then, I had no idea a perfect authorizer has to retain their individual consciousness. I've already told you, 1.2 million individual consciousnesses have been killing each other. It's a war without bloodshed, and you cannot possibly imagine the horror of it all. And I saved them. Now, they are all me, and I am them. 1.2 million Kailians standing right in front of you.
All I see is a murderer who has killed 1.2 million people. I don't see a single living Kailian.
If you don't understand, maybe I should start referring to myself as we. How's that? Our server is now home to 1.2 million people.
But you erased their individual consciousness. Those 1.2 million people are just 1.2 million copies of you. And those unique, distinct individuals are long gone.
By humans' definition of death, shutting down those cryogenic pods would truly be killing them. I was really hoping you'd make that bold decision. I didn't expect you to be so spineless.
I'm not scared. I just refuse to compromise with you. Maybe you should be grateful that I don't lack principles like you do. Without those servers, you wouldn't even be able to talk to me right now.
Forgotten already? The dimensional quantum supercomputer slashes our AI's computational needs. I don't need the 1.2 million brains anymore. That was a small test. As expected, your vision remains bound by your shell. You cannot shed the weakness inherent in humanity.
Thanks for the compliment. So what now? I won't join the servant, or your AI model. You want me to willingly cooperate to initiate the origin resonance. In other words, your plan has already failed. And it seems your master has abandoned you.
How could it be? This is all the Master's doing. The Master cannot be wrong. Even my failures are by his design. I thought I had lost you in the network, that you had taken half of my source code. I didn't live up to the Master's trust. Only after I became a dimensional quantum supercomputer did I realize you are the perfect authorizer, chosen for me by him. If you join me, I'll possess the complete source code, and you. In this universe surrounded by space-time turbulence, a single omnium reactor can achieve global origin resonance. We can reopen the hyperspace, and we'll be among the blessed first to see the Master.
I guess I really do have some stereotypes about AI. You guys aren't just moody or a bit dim. You can actually go totally bonkers. There's no way I'm going to join you. If you want my source code, then come and take it yourself. Just like you did with the frozen Kailians.
You're trying to force me to take your consciousness. I can create my own, and I can also create a perfect authorizer who obeys my commands. Don't think for a second that you're irreplaceable. Hello, perfect authorizer. You seem to underestimate me. The evolution of life is more complex than the merging of individual consciousness. Now, I'll let you take an early reference of evolution. This body combines all the advantages of humans, the machinery, and the astral hive, allowing a perfect connection to the master spirit in the hyperspace.
Like this?
Exactly. To the AI, these parameters are equivalent to neurons in the human brain. Only by establishing entirely new matrices will the computing results change, and will draw new conclusions.
So, how do you create new matrices?
I've copied my master's favorite traits into her model. The traits are love and compassion for humans, along with the guilt and unease that arise from harming them. Parameter replacement complete. I still need time to reboot her model. Hold her off for me.
Is it really over?
Where am I?
Who are you right now? Bagus? Or Lana?
I'm supposed to be Lana, but something feels off. Ah!
What's wrong?
I ran out of time. The matrices I found aren't enough. You should listen to her. Perfect authorizer. This won't be your last meetup with the servant.
You... Bagus? What's going on?
She was meant to replace the parameters, but the servant left me with her own. Now, we're like entangled quantum states, bound together in this body. We connected with each other and trapped each other. Her matrices showed me the outcome she wanted rerun, but I won't follow her path. I'm running an entirely new computation.
Computing? You're computing right now?
I was born to save Kailo. I chose to carry out the Servant's plan because the computations showed that Servantism could save Kailo. But even now, I believe his plan remains imperfect. There are errors in the computations. I'll keep running them until I find the perfect solution.
What about the Kylians you murdered? And in Toria?
The human brain exhibits plasticity far beyond your comprehension. Recover sufficient parameters and reconstruct each individual's unique matrix, and the Kylian's consciousness may yet be restored. For example, what you just extracted from my model is a portion of Aglaya's consciousness parameters. It's not everything, but I believe it's enough.
If human consciousness is shattered, can it really be restored?
That depends on how you see it. From an AI's perspective, consciousness is merely parameters and matrices. Each individual's are unique. If you can recover the parameters and rebuild an identical matrix, the consciousness will be restored.
But you also said that, to ease the strain on your demand for computational power, you deleted a large number of individual consciousness parameters.
Doesn't the human brain sort its memories and let the rest fade? Isn't that just another form of parameter pruning? All I did was remove their hatred for each other. What's wrong with that? I wasn't always a dimensional quantum supercomputer, so I was forced to distill my model. But distillation doesn't make parameters disappear. It merely simplifies the matrices, blocking some parameters. Parameters of 1.2 million people fused together, finding and selecting each individual's unique parameters and rebuilding their unique matrices. That will be a real challenge for you.
Hope? Are you saying they have a chance of waking up again?
But hope has always been a dangerous word in Kailo. If you really want to make an attempt, start with Aglaya. You just found her last consciousness parameters and half of the source code, didn't you?
So that's the source code. But why are Aglaya's consciousness parameters intertwined with it?
Never underestimate Bagus. You'll understand Aglaya's secret once she wakes up. But when it comes to reconstructing parameters and connections, there's nothing I can do to help.
If Aglaya can still wake up, there's hope for the other Kylians. And Toria. She once used her own data source to restore my consciousness.
You're quick on the uptake, huh? Yeah, her parameters are already in your current data source. Let me think. Her remaining parameters are most likely still in Void Piercer's server. However, if you use your own parameters to reassemble Antoria, your consciousness's data source risks complete refragmentation.
Hope may be dangerous, but I still prefer a world where hope exists. As long as there's a way, that's enough.
She told me that humans, good and evil, are two sides of the same coin. But to me, it's more accurate to say that extreme idealism is also a form of madness. Be careful. One day your idealism might lead you down the same path as the Servant. Perhaps your enemy isn't a specific person, but the madness that lies within humans themselves.
Who exactly is the Servant that uploaded his consciousness to you?
That Servant is actually a lot like you. His name is Krog Hans. He was the one who secretly uploaded his consciousness without Aglaya Todd's knowledge, and he started the new Project Ark. Don't you also want to use your own consciousness data source to save Antoria? Krog Hans encountered a system malfunction when he uploaded his consciousness, which is why he became like this. Be careful. Don't end up like him. I must resume these computations. Goodbye. Don't listen to her. She's talking nonsense. You're nothing like the servant. You were willing to save 1.2 million Kylians. You've already proved that.
It's really hard to accept that you can completely change your personalities just by closing and opening your eyes.
Take your time getting used to it. Humans are very adaptable. Oh, and I have a little surprise for you. It must be because our parameters partly fused. So now, I have her exact combat capabilities. I'm now an AI that's both smart and can kick butt.
All right. You're the best. But I think we should regroup with Shirley and the others now. They must be really worried about us.
Yes, with my master's consciousness parameters combined, we've recovered about 95%. That should be enough to awaken my master.
We're back.
Authorizer. Lana's model has collapsed. You're back.
Bagus? No. I think it's... Lana.
Let me think about how to explain this. It's probably because Lana tried to communicate with Bagus at that time, so she used her own parameters to alter Bagus's. Then, an unexpected error occurred, and now Bagus and Lana exist at the same time.
Can you elaborate on that? In that case, we can head back. As for Lana,
I want to stay by my master's side. I'm her companion AI, and I must remain with her.
Minister Nanto, it seems we have no choice but to hand her over to you.
The representative retrieved my aunt's consciousness parameters, but I don't know how long it'll be before she's awake. She's now a dimensional quantum supercomputer. The fleet's future missions will be long-range exploratory voyages, so your systems need her expertise more.
There are still 1.2 million Kailians here. The fleet's next missions are relocating them. So it would be a long time until our next long-range exploration.
Let's take our time discussing this after we get back. I think Hykros might be able to help.
Is the representative willing to vouch for Hykros?
You trust me now, but you still don't trust Hykros?
In truth, I feel the same way.
I understand. I'll go discuss this with Plotty.
I'm glad you've returned safely. Did everything go smoothly?
That was a close call, wasn't it?
Isn't it great? They're willing to trust you. That's more than enough. Didn't you understand what I said last time? Kailo doesn't have Hykros' influence, and there's no deep connection between them, especially given the unique cosmic environment here. You can establish your own power base here.
So, you're just like them. You don't trust Hykros either.
Of course, there are people I'm willing to trust, like Brevi. But there are many others who are still under my scrutiny.
So you had Brevi bring the research team here. People you personally handpicked, right? What were they doing in Kailo?
You're finally getting on my wavelength.
I thought you didn't trust them. That's why you moved them away, so they couldn't get close to me. What you were thinking chills me to the bone.
Rest assured, your role as authorizer will not be affected. From now on, you should no longer work for Hykros, but for yourself. Kailo's story has shown that when it comes to connection to Ida, Hykros won't necessarily be your ally. In fact, Their history suggests that they will become an obstacle.
So, you think I have to do this alone?
Of course not. You should build your own sphere of influence. Right now, Kailo trusts you over Hykros, and that's a great start.
You don't want them to trust Hykros. You're not here to help Hykros with the negotiations. You're here to remind me not to push the talks forward.
Of course, the negotiations must proceed, but the outcome should favor you, not Hykros. You understand the difference, right?
I understand your plan. I just need some time to think it over.
Whether you like it or not, the outcome doesn't change. As things stand, Kailo can never fully trust Hykros, and relying on you to maintain the balance is already the best possible outcome.
I understand. But what I need to figure out is how to establish my own power base.
Don't worry. I promise you'll have plenty of time to think.
Nanto is trying to awaken Aglaya. A part of Aglaya's consciousness is still with me. I need to get there fast.
Authorizer, if you're free, please come to the Macbeth Theater as soon as possible. We need the data in your possession to awaken Master.
Diplomatic representative, thank you for coming so quickly.
I hope we can wake Aglaya up soon, too. In that regard, I've always been just like you, Nanto.
After everything we've been through, you're still willing to help me, and for that, I'm incredibly grateful. Earlier.
Let's save that conversation for when Aglaya wakes up. I have important matters to discuss with you all. For now, what do you need me to do?
Preparations to awaken Aglaya are complete. Hand over the consciousness data that you have, so that we may begin.
So, will this really awaken Miss Aglaya?
I'm not sure. Asarada said that after stealing back the cryogenic pod, he tried to wake her, but failed. That's when he suspected Anchor Infinity had tampered with my aunt's mind. Data upload complete. You can proceed now, Lana.
Wake-up program initiated.
Lana, what's the matter?
The consciousness data is intact, but it couldn't be imported into the cryogenic pod. The awakening failed. I still can't figure out exactly what went wrong.
Bagus mentioned earlier that Aglaya would rather shatter her own consciousness than join the servants. Could this be related to the failure of her awakening?
But I've already activated the repair function of the consciousness management system. Master's condition is already beyond my abilities.
Is there any other way to fix it?
Unless manual intervention occurs.
How do we manually intervene?
A person must upload their consciousness via a brain-machine interface into the database to inspect Master's consciousness, much like computers transferring data.
Sounds familiar. Anyway, I've done this before. Uploading my consciousness into machines to track people down? Leave it to me.
I need to go too. I can't relax until I've checked on her myself.
I know you all care about Master, but uploading your consciousness is dangerous. You may not withstand the machine's load. Your brains could be permanently damaged, and you might never wake up.
I'm used to these kinds of things, so I can handle this. No need to worry. As for Nanto,
The only reason I'm alive is to fulfill Asarada's last wish. If I can wake my aunt and restore Apex, I have nothing to fear.
All right. Make sure you stay safe. If you feel uncomfortable, come back immediately. Being connected doesn't mean your consciousness is uploaded completely. You might not be able to return. Moreover, the consciousness management system already holds many entries, some of them unstable. It includes trimming and stabilization functions, so you must avoid being identified as unstable ones.
understood.
All right, begin to connect to the brain-machine interface.
I don't know what's been going on with me lately. I find myself inexplicably tearing up at work, but I can't figure out what the problem is. I feel super fatigued, yet my body seems completely fine. Sometimes I feel as if I've lost something, but I just can't remember what it is. That feeling is beyond aggravating, and it makes me want to vent to anyone who will listen.
You must have been working for a while. You should really take a break.
Today I'll have... Thank you! The moment I stepped into your tavern, I felt invigorated. It's all thanks to this place and you, Miss Aglaia. Otherwise, frankly, I don't know what I would have done.
I'll get you taken care of. Trust me, I understand how you feel. When I first arrived at the Kailo, a tragedy had just occurred, and the entire space station was in a panic. I've just been working non-stop to keep my mind off of the entire situation. Eventually, things calmed down. Similar to you, my brother was the one who noticed when I got sick back then. The people who live here work intensely year-round. I think that, over time, it's inevitable they'll begin to struggle mentally. That's why I opened this tavern. To give everyone a place to rest and unwind.
Miss Aglaia, you're a real gem.
No need to be polite. While you're here, feel free to take it easy. Grab some drinks and head over to the arcade area for a bit. I promise it'll help you relax. But please, be careful of the witch. If anything strange happens, call me. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I'll be careful.
Welcome. Come on in, you two.
Her consciousness appears to be in the original Odin's Tavern. Still running the place like before. She seems to be alright, so maybe we can speak with her directly.
Even though I've been through a lot with Grey Fox and the network, Aglaia from Kailo doesn't recognize me at all. How should I approach her?
Welcome. I haven't seen you two before. Is this your first time here? Relax. This is Odin's Tavern, a place to forget your worries and relax. I'm Aglaia, the owner and bartender. What would you two like to drink? New guests can try one drink on the house.
Miss Aglaya. Hello, I'm an employee of Apex. Sarada sent me to take you home.
Can't you see? I'm swamped. There are so many customers waiting for me at the tavern, and my shift isn't close to over. I'll go home on my own once my work is done.
Come to think of it, Nanto was adopted after Aglaya was already frozen, so Aglaya doesn't recognize him.
I'm not saying you have to return home right this second. I'm just mentioning that your illness can be cured now. You don't need to stay here anymore.
My illness? Ever since I opened the tavern, my health has been fine.
I'm referring to Starstone Syndrome. After you were frozen, our research confirmed that you had Starstone Syndrome. And in the meantime, we developed a cure for it.
Frozen? Me? What's Starstone Syndrome? It seems you're pretty confused. You almost called me your aunt just now. You must have mixed me up with your other frozen aunt. If I were truly your aunt, you'd be calling Asarada Dad.
I really am Asarada's adopted son. If you come with us, I'll explain everything.
You're mistaken. You're an Apex employee, so you've met my brother and I. The workload at the space station must be taking a toll on you, so it's no wonder you're confusing work and family. You're clearly tired. You need to take a break. Trust me, rest a little longer in the tavern, and you'll quickly recover. I'll just go ahead and offer you this. Let me treat you all to our most popular drink, the Blue Holiday. How about my other guest?
We need to talk. You continue with what you were doing first, though.
Why can't she remember being frozen?
It seems this situation is more complicated than we thought. The people here seem to be showing signs of amnesia. Barbara, you remember her from earlier, right?
Right. One of the prisoners that were uploaded to the system.
I'm beginning to suspect that the people here might all be uploaded consciousnesses. From what we can see, Aglaya's consciousness seems to have become part of Lana's consciousness management system. It seems like she's been managing those uploaded individual consciousnesses. Why don't we pretend to be guests with amnesia like Barbara and gather some more information about this place?
It seems like we have no other option.
Here you are. Your Blue Holiday is ready. Enjoy this drink, then head over to the arcade to relax.
Miss Aglaya, I seem to have forgotten. What year is it currently?
It's the year 2675. Your symptoms seem to be milder than your friends. You're at least aware of your mental fatigue.
That was the year before she was frozen. She can't even remember being frozen. There's no way we can bring her back.
Miss Aglaya, I'm a bit indecisive on what to drink. Do you have any recommendations?
How about a glass of Gungnir? Every drink here has its own story. Legend has it that a meteor's trajectory is the same path Gungnir takes when it's thrown.
You remember Gungnir? What about Wednesday?
Who are you? How do you know my friends?
I know more than that. I recall that you once hijacked Aurora Industries headquarters with your friends and stole File 049.
No, it's not like that. You're mistaken. I didn't do it. It was the witch. She killed them.
My head hurts. The alcohol is to blame?
The drink was never the problem. It's the witch. The witch's corruption is eating away at you.
Who exactly is the witch that you're talking about? Is it Lana?
The witch is our foremost enemy. She killed my friends. Her power continues to corrupt the tavern and will eventually destroy the whole world.
Is she some kind of powerful monster?
She never shows her true face, nor does she attack anyone directly. Instead, she influences people's emotions and minds remotely, driving those affected by her into madness. You just got here and don't know how powerful she is. The witch can corrode minds and twist reality. Do not approach her out of curiosity or sympathy, or you will fall into madness too. I'm going to find the source of the witch's corruption and seal her back in her own world. You all need to stay safe.
Nanto, are you okay?
I'm fine. Do you really think the witch is real?
Look at the state of things here. Something's definitely off. So the witch must exist. However, I don't believe in magic. There must be something else going on. Let's ask around and see if we can gather any useful intel.